हाय आरोग्य फैमिली, वेलकम टू आरोग्य विजय टिप्स। आपका आरोग्य विजय टिप्स में बहुत बहुत स्वागत है। टुडे टॉपिक वी ब्रॉट अबाउट व्हाई क्रंचेस एंड प्लैंक can leads to destroy your multiple muscles. The main reason behind is behind because many people do crunches and plank in the early stage of their what we can say routine exercise. The main reason behind is like crunches and plank is too much advanced exercise, and many of the people are thinking it can stabilize your core. But the main reason behind is, yes, many people think like crunches as well as plank is a ultimate core strengthening exercise. Yes, it is. But if you do it in proper manner, if you are not doing it in proper manner, then it will damage your muscle, which can, like, whatever, for what reason you are doing, for strengthening purpose you are doing. But if you're not doing it in proper manner, it can damage your muscles instead of strengthening them. These are 5 points which you have to know. You should know about it. Why crunches and plank you should not start in the beginning stage of your core strengthening exercise. So the first is, most of the people are thinking core or abs same hai. Nahi. We can't say core exercise or core muscles means six pack abs. No. Core muscles में बहुत सारे muscles involved होते हैं. Many deep muscles are there. On top of that, there is a five basic, like, important muscles which we can say is multifidus muscles, transverse abdominis muscles, and pelvic floor muscle, as well as the diaphragmatic muscles जो breathing के लिए काम आता है. So it's not like crunches is not good. Crunches exactly just target the surface muscles, and it just neglect the deep stabilization of the, what we can say, just deep stabilization which support the spine. So हमें सिर्फ surface area के लिए नहीं चाहिए. We are working out for the core strengthening, and core strengthening is a deep muscles. So we need the exercise which can create or which can strengthen the deep muscles, not only the surface muscles. That's why you should not start crunches in the first stage. Second, there is, like, if you do crunch and plank in early stage, what we can say pressure, what over pressure can distribute or can distract your muscles or can damage your muscles, which can lead to many conditions. तो अगर आपने क्रंच और प्लैंक पहले स्टेज में कर दिया, दैट माइट कैन हर्ट योर मेनी मसल्स. उसके रीजन, उसी की वजह से आप बहुत सारे कंडीशन डेवलप करने के चांसेस ज्यादा है आपके बॉडी में. सो इट्स बेसिकली लाइक आपने खुद ही आपका ही मसल्स को और डैमेज किया, जिसकी वजह से वो कंडीशन डेवलप हुआ है. सो व्हाट एग्जैक्टली हैपन इज core core muscles, sorry, the crunches as well as the plank create a intra abdomen pressure in the abdominal wall. Okay, because of that it creates such type of conditions, which is hernia, diastatic recti, and pelvic floor weakness. What exactly these three things do, it just pushes the organ outer direction, pushes the abdominal wall in outer direction, as well as it create a it create a more pressure in your uterus as well. So basically you are doing crunches and plank just to core strengthening purpose, right? But instead of that, what is happening, you're just pushing your organ away from your part, from the particular part. So that's the reason, without knowingly, don't start all of the sudden crunches and plank for the core stability exercise. Now the third is poor technique. So many of the people follow the YouTube, such type of random YouTube video, or किसी ने किसी को बताया हो, like that. They do such type of exercise or such type of movement which create in the crunches and in the plank only. Neck will be completely forward, hands will be completely back, or it will be in the poor posture, and the posture will be completely in irregular movement. Because of that, what you will generate? Back pain, low back pain, which is very much common whoever is not concentrating on your core muscles, because your core is responsible for everything. Core muscles को stabilize करना है, core muscles को strength करना है, then you have to engage your core. If you are not engaging your core, then your all pressure will be come on your shoulder, cervical, back, other part of the muscles. What it leads to, because of that poor technique, it leads to back pain, which is very common. और बैक पेन के वजह से इफ यू पुश अगेन एंड अगेन, इट क्रिएट मोर कंडीशन. एज यू नो, लो बैक पेन में कितने कंडीशन आजकल कॉमन है. तो मेक श्योर वॉट एवर एक्सरसाइज यू आर डूइंग फॉर द क्रंचेस, इफ यू कैन एबल टू डू क्रंचेस एंड प्लैंक, If you're in the good stage, your core is in good form, and you know that you can perform crunch and plank in a proper manner in a beginning stage, then you can go for it for sure. But if you can't, then don't do without anyone's, what we can say, guidance. If you do it, then because of that poor technique, you might can leads to the low back pain. Fourth point is many people ignoring progression. So if you ignore the progression, like how you are ignoring, basically you jump directly on the planks with weights, with holding, long breath holding. ये सब नहीं करना है. You are just doing all of the sudden, but you should never start plank or such type of tough exercise in the first stage. You have to create first baseline. अगर आपका बेस ही सही नहीं है और अगर आप स्ट्रेंथ करने जाओगे, इट विल क्रिएट हर्टनेस और इट विल क्रिएट any type of condition which leads, because of you only created that condition, it became like that. So never jump on the thing. If she can do this much, I also can do this. No, she can do this because her strength is so good. That's why. If you can't do, it means your strength is very weak. Because of this all thing, if you avoid, if you ignore this progression, like thinking about or comparing with the other person, you can also do like that, or holding your breath for so long, it might can leads to overuse of your muscle, fatigueness, and might can create any other type of a condition. So please don't ignore this progression, and don't follow anyone or don't copy anyone. If she is doing it, let her do in her way. You will do in your own way depending on your like core stability exercise. Fifth point is what you should do instead of this. So basically, you have to just increase your core stability exercise. For that, diaphragmatic exercise you can do. Pelvic tilting exercise you can proceed with it, or you can do the, in diaphragmatic exercise there is a many type of breathing exercise are there. We will let you know. We will put in the description. Please go and check that. You'll get to know many type of diaphragmatic exercise are there, which you can continue, or which you can see and go through the same exercise pattern in your home itself. As well as you also can do the bridging exercise, bird dog exercise, and what we can say, the crawling, in crawling position itself you can do bird and dog, not cat. Camel you can do with the help of kegels little bit while blowing out, squeezing, breathing and relax. And majorly when you're doing those exercises, you have to follow your kegels too. Make sure while blowing out you have to squeeze it, when you breathe in you have to relax, the opposite movement which you have to do. So there are many more diaphragmatic or core stability exercise, and initially you can start with this all exercise. That exercise video also we will put in the description. Please go and check that as well. And but initially you can start with that all exercise, that is well and good. But when you got to know your muscle strength is increasing, this is becoming very easy for you, then in progression state you can start with the plank. Plank in the sense side plank you can start, then you can move to gradual to two sides, like two hands like that. But never start or never jump on directly on the crunches or plank on one straight without creating your baseline. Just I want to tell you one thing: focus on your quality of exercise, not quantity of the repetition. So at the end I want to say only one thing is, crunches and plank is not bad, I can say. Okay, it is good only, but if you do with the proper awareness and proper guidance. Okay, so before that you just have to focus on your deep core stabilization, not for the outer core stabilization. Just focus on that and continue with the all exercise pattern the way we are showing in the description. If you have any doubt with the core exercise, stabilization of exercise, or any type of core strengthening or core engaging purpose, you can let us know in the comment section. Witness your fitness with us.